How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great Western's on the bleeding morn again. Look at him. You're nothing if not predictable, GWR. Me and Stace were saying this before. I bet you he comes in and says I'm late. There you go. There, you've not let us down, so that's good. How's everyone doing? We have got Animal, Bournes, GWR, G Dave, Wesley, I can see. Elliot, good evening. Wes, did I already say Wes? David Bangham, good evening. Another David coming in. Not seen you for a while, David. Hope you're all right. Ratty, oh, wow, Ratty is in early. Wow. We got Pete Edmonds. How you doing? He'll be cracking open the wine. Anyone else I've not mentioned? Stace is in. I've seen Stace. Something dodgy in the bottom of the screen. International Rescue. Wrong Tintin. It's not based on that one. That was a female one, by the way. Shoddy, good evening. How you doing? So, anyway, I further up the chat, I typed in the schedule, but I'll just recap it. You can see we've got the 37 on the screen. Because we're on the Riviera, we're going to do 1 Quebec, 1-8. Exeter to Paignton, first of all, in the 37. Then we're going over to the Fife Circle, because the Fife Circle's got the 158 timetable. And we are going... I have to keep pronouncing this right, because I get it mixed up with Levens, which is on the Cumbrian coast. Leven to Edinburgh. We're going to do that in the Leven livery, which you'll remember. We've not run that. I don't know if I've run that one on the stream, actually. We're going to do that. That's between Leven and Edinburgh. Then we're going to go to Manchester Airport Commuter, because we've got the Voyager timetable now as well on Manchester Airport. The services are not very long, so we're going to go from Stockport to Manchester Piccadilly. That's just a quick one. Then we're going to go back to Birmingham and Crewe, and we're going to run the Pendor from Birmingham up to Crewe, and we'll have a look what we can see on Birmingham to Crewe and see, because I don't know about you guys. I saw the patch notes for the core patch, but I didn't actually see the patch notes for the Birmingham Crewe route. Was there any? Was there? He just said there was a patch, but I didn't see any patch notes, so I don't know. I've been playing it. I've got to admit, I don't see a lot of difference, but you guys can tell me, once we get to it. So there's been a core patch, so I thought we'd do a variation of different routes tonight, rather than something specific. So, yes, there we go. What else are you saying just before we start? Animal could do with a beer. I don't blame him. He can bring me one as well. The floating... Oh, not the floating rails. No chairs or clips. You've done this scenario, Shoddy. You're intrigued to see how you go with the 37 and how fast I can go. Okay, yeah, we'll give it a go. I haven't run this yet. Announcements on the 158 totally don't work, says Ratty. Okay, we'll find that. I've not run the 158 either yet. So, how many patches? There was a core one, and there was the one for the Birmingham Crewe route. Elliot Legend. Thunderbirds on Go, Class 37. And with that, we're going to run the 37. So, again, as always, let me know about the sound once we get into it. I've not set anything up. What I did do was change the brakes over to air passenger. That's the only thing that I've done so far. That's nice. Let's get set up. Instrument lights, tail lights are off, route indicator. That's all we need up there. We will get the master key if I can find it. There it is. Straight to forwards. Headlight we've got there. We've got the gauge dimmer. Let's whack that up, and then we need to go on the back wall, of course, so that we can move. Just acknowledge that. Good evening, Rob. How you doing? The game is on mute. No, it's not. It's not on mute. Tell everybody else. Tell me. I can see the gauge going up, so it shouldn't be on mute. Just let me know. That's the back. Let me go to the front. That's up in the yellow. A bit more game volume. Alright, yeah. Yeah, can do that. I'll put it up to 90. Andy lad, good evening, how you doing? Animal can hear it. Yeah, it might be too loud now. Anyway, I'll leave it on 85%. And let me know once we get going. Which is exactly what we're going to do right now. Let me just get rid of that. 21 miles down to Paynton carriage siding. So let's get the brakes off, shall we? Loud and clear. Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kevin, good evening. How are you? Right, get the brakes off. There they go. And we'll thrash it, shall we? Let's go outside for it. Yeah, all good. All good, Andy, thank you. Yeah. You can just about hear it, but there's an incessant drone over it. Alright, I'll shut up now. For a few seconds. Yeah, we'll get some power going once we get out of here. Got the East Midlands 158 over there as well. I must admit, I've not. I had a little go since the patches came out, but I've not really played it. I've been playing. Battlefield 6 came out, so I've been playing Battlefield 6 a lot. Outside of this, so I didn't get much chance to give it a go, apart from a quick run on Birmingham and Crewe yesterday. So tonight's the test. No, I think the points are alright, Dave. I think, I hope. Yeah, I'm all good, Kevin. Thank you. Yeah. This is PC. This animal. I will say on the PS5, which is where I did play it a little bit, the textures weren't great on Birmingham Crewe at all. So there's still some work to be done there, I think. Pete, you're at Exeter College yesterday. Close St David's Courier, the 802's coming in out. Oh, nice. Very nice. That'd make me want to just get back home and play it a bit, I think. HST, over there on the right. Bit of 150 action on that side. Right, we've got a 25 coming up. I still don't like that buzzer. It's like a buzzer. So let's see, Shoddy, what speed we can get up to once we get going. If you didn't change the brakes over, that could be why you were going a little bit slower. Because I think when they're on air brake goods. So I've just switched it to passenger for this. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on. Pete Wright, good evening. How you doing? You thinking of getting... Oh, Battlefield 6, you mean? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Patch fixed your layers issue. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, that's good. Right, full throttle. I The horn went off and the face cam got pixelated. Oh dear. Yeah, it could be my connection. I think there's a bit going on this end tonight. I am ordering my new connection tomorrow, by the way. I've decided which one I'm getting, so I'm going to order it. So it might be like 2 weeks before it's in, but... Top and tailed this one. Yeah, it could be the brakes, yeah. You know how to do it, don't you, Shoddy? It's just the... that one. Then you can highlight... Oh, I can't highlight it, hang on. That one. You'll find it's on air brake goods when you first get in. That was always a problem on this loco. It was always set to the one you didn't want when you got in. Even when using it on West Cornwall. Which I think threw a few people. You've been playing NASCAR. Is NASCAR 25 out now then? It's not on PC, is it? I was thinking of getting that on PC. I thought it was 11th of November or something. Quite like NASCAR. I've had a few of the previous ones on PlayStation, but I was thinking because I've got my wheel and pedals, I thought about getting it on the PC this time. Right, we've got 19 to go. It's all good. I don't think we can turn this on, can we? This doesn't work, does it? Get used to Train Sim Classic where it all works. That's the nose compartment light, which I assume is behind it. How's the sound? I know some of you don't want to hear me over the top, but can you hear me over the top? Console till next month. That explains it. That explains it. Best one you've played so far? Yeah, I think I will. I think I will get it. Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, excellent, excellent. Yep, thanks, Andy. Nuclear Cheesecake. Thank you for the sub. What a great name that is. Nuclear Cheesecake. Love it. Xbox Series S updates were a disaster. Your Riviera disappeared. Birmingham and Crewe will only offer spawn on foot. Oh, will it? Oh, wow. That's not good. When I spawned in a Voyager service at Birmingham on the PS5, and the first couple of coaches or units, whatever you call them, were off the platform at the front. They were nearly under the tunnel. I was going in the Crewe direction, obviously, and they were under the tunnel nearly, and the passengers were walking down the ballast. So I did report that yesterday because that wasn't good. So it was beyond the signal. So I don't know what happened there. That wasn't good. That was the first service that I spawned in. We're up to 80. What's the top speed? Is it 75? Actually, I can't remember. It doesn't say at this end. I think it's 75. Not sure. Or is it 85? No, it's 85. But do these have a top speed? it says anywhere. These will go quite fast, won't they, though? $90. Yeah, thanks. What does the speedo go up to? The speedo will have us up to 120. Whether it gets to 120, I don't know. Although 75 line speed just there, so let's take that off. That's better. The coach is 100, it says at the bottom row. Did it? Oh, of course it does, yeah. It's right there in front of me. Well spotted, that man. This water looks deep, doesn't it? Look how deep that looks. It's stuttering a little bit. Well, that's nice though. You can see the bottom through the water. It is deep. Is the back 37 just... Are we just pulling it? It's not pushing us, is it? That's just for the return journey, I assume. And it's not actually doing anything. The mid-Atlantic, yeah. Looks like a nice warm day, doesn't it? The water textures have definitely improved, and it was one of the things we were really looking for as well, wasn't it? After Train Sim Classic, the Train Sim Classic ones are shocking on this route. You've got to kind of do that and ignore them a little bit. The water looks a bit syrupy. It does look like they've spread it on, doesn't it? It's those ripples. Bring back TSC Wave, says Dave. I knew somebody would like him. So they got some sea defences here, or something, just to break up the water, which is probably a good job. With those waves coming in. Yeah, there's no breakers. Whereas TS Classic is all breakers, all white tops. There's nothing on this one. I mean, the water in TSW has got progressively better across various routes. I mean, that doesn't look too bad. It was that deep stuff that looked strange. Now we've got a 60 coming up. People taking a walk on the seawall there. I haven't actually been out on foot yet. much on this route. I must do that and go and find all these different places that they said they'd put in. I'm assuming you can walk all the way down that seawall in the game. Have to try it. There's probably collectibles down there to encourage you to do just that. This section of land will probably be gone in 50 years. Oh, because of the erosion, you mean? There's a big seedy fence there. Right, we've got 11 to go. Only the platform area. Oh, I thought you could go all the way down there. That's a shame. Another Voyager. We shall drive the Voyager a little bit later on the Manchester Airport route. That'll be our third drive of the night out of the 4 that we're going to do. If there's anybody watching, by the way, who doesn't have this 37, they've got the Riviera Line, but they don't have this 37, that is because this comes from the West Cornwall local route, so you would need to own that route for this 37 to layer in. And if you do have the West Cornwall, and you still don't see it, that means your layers might be switched off, or some of your layers might be switched off, so go and check it so that it appears. Freddy's Fab Trains and Planes, how you doing? Good evening to you. I saw that bloke then on the... I just saw him eating the sandwich. If I've missed anybody in chat, I apologise. Surprised the seagull hasn't nabbed it. There is a few seagulls circling, isn't there, at Dawlish, I've noticed. Right, we've got 60 coming up. So, we'll just take it easy for now. There it is, in fact. Evening, Specky Man. Must be a British rail sandwich. They always did take some chewing, yeah. Even the seagulls don't want to. Oh, someone couldn't find the liveries that he made. The update has changed the option. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's always worth just double checking. It's confusing for a lot of new players if... you know, if I play this, they think, oh, I'm going to go on the Riviera Line now and run this 37. If it's not there, it's confusing to know as well what to own and what you need to make these things appear. But the layers problem has just added a little bit of confusion on top of that as well. I mean, most of us know all this stuff, but it must be hard work coming into TSW now and trying to keep up with everything. Pete, right, you tried the 220 on Manchester Airport. You were on the platform, but no train. Ah, we'll find out then, because yeah, I'm gonna run one. I'm gonna run the 0913 from Stockport to Piccadilly. It's only 10 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see then. tractor on the Riviera your kind of run? Yeah, I'm mine. I'm mine, definitely. I have a BR Blue livery for this 37 as well from Creators Club, which I nearly swapped it to, but I thought I'd stick with this one because this is the one that most people will see if they try it. Yeah, daunting for new players. It must be. Must be. I mean, I felt a bit like that with TS Classic. You know, coming into TS Classic after it being out for what, probably when I got into it, it had already been out 13 years. Because there's a lot, especially with the, you know, scenarios and requirements and things like that. TSW is just the same. I mean, the amount of comments that I get on. There's a couple of videos I've got at how to get a livery from Creators Club and how to use it. And the amount of new players that just will ping me and say thanks for this because Creators Club's been out for ages. Nobody seems to want to explain anymore how you use it. It's just there. It's just a feature. And if you can't work it out, and let's face it, Creators Club's not the most intuitive interface, is it? Really? Yeah, I get a lot of positive comments on that. In fact, the liveries one I think is one of my most viewed videos in the last sort of 18 months. So it is confusing. Oh, David Drives, I did see you earlier. Sorry, how are you doing? The 913 doesn't work. None of the northbound 220s do. Okay, so shall we go the other way then? In that case. Well, I'll try and run it first because I want to see what it does. So I'll try and launch it and we'll have a look. As big as we're talking about the patch a little bit and all that sort of stuff, we'll have a look. If not, we'll go from Piccadilly the other way. Same journey, just in reverse. First livery you search for when you got the route. The BR Blue 37, do you mean? Chris Creemans, how you doing? How am I finding it post-patch? I was saying at the beginning I've not really played it that much. On PS5 the textures were a bit rubbish still on Birmingham and Crewe. So I need to dig into it. This is PC. Looks alright so far. We'll see how we get on. But I did. Well, some of the other guys in the chat are saying as well that Xbox is a bit rough. So I don't know why the Xbox is particularly difficult to get right. But there seems to be always an issue with Xbox with some of these routes. Yeah, to copy your TS profile to your new PC, you googled it, my video came up. Oh, that's good. That shows that it's being picked up. That's quite good. And again, that's quite a simple thing, isn't it? When you've done it, it's quite a simple thing, but nobody tells you how to do it. It doesn't matter if it's simple. If it's there, someone will watch it to make sure they're just doing it right. Because if you lose your progress, you know, through something, that's not ideal, is it? Right, we've got a 40 coming up. We've got just under 7 miles. That, of course, was Newton Abbot. You reckon it's only going to get worse on Xbox? It needs some attention, definitely. Every time you download a new DLC on the Xbox, it doesn't show until you delete and reinstall the base game. Wow, that's quite specific, though, isn't it? And have you got plenty of space, Pete, on your Xbox? Because Animal was saying the other night that he'd seen it was possibly to do with the amount of free storage space on your Xbox. But again, that might be in a couple of cases, but it wouldn't make the whole thing naff for everybody on Xbox, would it? Which is what I'm hearing. Were they planning on removing or cutting back the foliage on the Riviera route? There's a lot of trees coming through the cab. I haven't heard that, but normally they do. They do a second pass at it. David says, never been good on Xbox. You started out on it, switched to PlayStation after TSW2. Ah. Yeah, and the problem is, you see, being all different platforms, the unfortunate thing with that is you'd have to repurchase everything again. Your license is just for that platform, which is a shame. Because I think, Animal, you've got a PS5 as well, haven't you? I seem to remember, as well as an Xbox. Oh, your 1 terabyte is 99% empty. There you go then. So it's, yeah. Yeah, it's not good. You reckon it's a memory leak, Chris? You get a silly racing game instead. Yeah, I'm interested to know what you think about that. I don't know how much I can say about it. I saw it when I was down at Dovetail. My own personal opinion, I don't think it's my cup of tea. It's just, it might be a good game. It's just not my cup of tea, I would say. And I like tea. So I don't know. I think it's, you know, I would say it's probably, and I'm just speaking my own personal opinion, it's aimed at a different audience to this audience, the TSW audience, I would say, and the Train Sim Classic audience. It's something new, I think. In TSW, you know, people go mad about having collectibles, and what's that got to do with trains? But you know, so it is very gimmicky, the new one, but it's a different type of game. It's not claiming to be a simulator. It's like an arcade game. So I don't know. I don't know how it'll do. Time will tell. You did a flyby on BCC. It went blurry once I passed it, amended itself. It's doing that. It is doing that a little bit on PS5 as well. I ran the 87 in the Intercity livery, and you know the red stripe on the side. It was like a blurry pink. It wasn't even red. It was like someone had sprayed it, you know, with an aerosol sort of paint along the side. It didn't look good at all, really. Oh, you've gone back to TSW5. That's interesting, David. Yeah, that's interesting. As you say, you are also playing it on PC. Yeah, I agree with that, Rob. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's a new audience for that game, Metro Rivals. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. When it comes out, I'll play it on the channel so everybody can have a look at it. But I think it's definitely a different audience. You reckon it's going to go... You reckon TSW is going to go PC only? I don't know about that. I think... It depends what the issues are and if they're easy to fix on the consoles. If they're not, then... You know, let's say... I mean, I don't know there's a new game coming next year, but let's assume based on previous years, if a new game comes out, it might be a completely new game. New Unreal Engine, let's say. You know, the architecture completely changed, but with some way to get your old roots, etc., into it. So again, if they did that, I don't know how big a job that would be. But there's obviously something quite major on the Xbox going on. A little bit too much braking there, but the brakes are coming off again. There we go. I've got a lot of sympathy for you though if you're on Xbox. It would drive me mad. It would absolutely drive me mad. It would. Is it a test game for the latest Unreal Engine version? It's been done before, yeah. I don't know. Metro Rivals you're talking about, aren't you? Because that is a more recent version of Unreal Engine, isn't it, than this is. Yeah, they won't abandon it on console. They'll need to fix it. And I'm sure that's what they're doing in the background. I'm sure they're working on it all the time. Especially now that, you know, a lot of the DLCs are coming from third parties, not from Dovetail. It'll give chance for Dovetail to spend a bit more time looking at the core, etc., and looking at some of these issues, which previously they wouldn't have been able to do if they were doing everything and bringing all the DLCs out themselves. See what the future patches bring. This is just the first bigger core patch, wasn't it? I had a quick look down the patch notes for the core update, but there was a few caveats at the start about blurry textures not quite ready yet to be fixed, and they're still looking at it and various bits and pieces. But suggest it's kind of a bigger problem. The DSD in the Western, yeah. I can't remember what was the issue with that. It just wasn't working. Because do you remember we tried it and it was working, or was it working? We tried it on here, didn't we? I can't remember what we said, because we said you guys said to me switch it on, and I did. Was it? It was working, but it was just silent. I can't remember. I think until you guys told me where the DSD was, I wasn't even aware that it had one. So that's maybe why I've never noticed it before. I think it was down the it's down the corridor, isn't it? I did see that about Sybil Faulty yesterday, yeah. It won't cancel. Slams the brakes on. 47484 was silent. Right, yeah, I just couldn't remember. I know we tried it the other week. We're just outside painting, so that's good. So far, no problems on this run anyway. You're still playing TSC mostly. TSW can't compete with the variety stuff. Yeah, TSC is nice for that. I mean, that run we did the other night up the East Coast Main Line was great. I really enjoyed that, actually, you know. Jackson's Trains, good evening, how you doing? You've been enjoying the new update for TSW, that's good. On the PS5. Right, you're on the PS5. Your favourite episode was Manuel's Pet Hamster. I can't tell you what my favourite episode is because I might offend somebody, but you might know which one I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it. Somebody comes to stay and he refuses to serve them. I don't know if that gives you a clue. Right, here we go. I should be a lot slower than this, so we'll do our best. No, I'm not mentioning it. You know what I mean, though. I think it's the problem with some of the old 70s sitcoms, and you know, they don't translate to today's day and age in many cases. Today's ideas. Animals doing it for us, look. Animal doesn't care. Right, here we are. A very sunny Paignton. And we're just going beyond a little bit to the sidings. There's the Gronk. Every time I see the Gronk, I just want to drive it. And I know it's not particularly exciting, but I quite enjoy it. Those shunting moves at Preston and Carlisle I particularly enjoy on the Just Trains route. Oh, Alf Garnett, yeah. What did he call his wife? Was it Silly Moo or something like that? Peach put there. Oh, everyone's digging out the box set now. That's if probably BBC will re-show it, won't they, as a tribute, I would say. Yeah, for anyone of a certain age that doesn't remember Fawlty Towers, go and have a look. The old ones are the best. Yeah, I've seen Warren Mitchell in a few serious roles as well. It's always funny when you see somebody doing something serious when predominantly all you know them for is comedy. It's like, for example... What the hell is that noise? That's outside the window. I thought it was on the game. A massive clap. A thunder. It was either thunder or something's exploded somewhere. Local to me. That's weird. I don't even think that was thunder. That's worrying. That was really, really loud. Anyway, what was I saying? Sid James from the Carry On films. I didn't know he did so many series roles before he went to Carry On, but that's what he's famous for. But he did a lot of films. Anyway, I'm wondering what that is now. That's really worrying. That was loud. Odd. Very odd. Stacey's back. Oh, do they? They think it's funny, David. Ah, right. That's good then. That's good. You have to be careful. You have to be very careful. It's meant to be in jest, but, you know. No, it wasn't a firework. It was way longer than that, Chris. It was like 10 seconds. Right, so we're going to try... we're going to go to the Fife Circle. We're not going to the Manchester Airport yet anyway. We're going to do the Fife Circle. So, these are all in alphabetical order, of course. So let's do that. And that. And Sprinter Express timetable. That one. We're going to run this livery. And I want the second one down. And it is 2 kilo 70, which is 1457. There it is. And I'm going to take that off. We'll make it... I don't know. Do you want to do something like... I don't know. Late September? I don't know what difference it'll make, but we'll try very late September, shall we? And we'll put white clouds in. Let's do that. It was a clap of thunder. You've looked on a lightning tracker. Was it really? Oh my god! It was like an explosion. It really was.
ScotRail service 2. Calling at.
Oh yeah.
If you see something that doesn't look right,
the announcements are missing out the station names.
Or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Yeah. Well, we'll listen to that a little bit more as we go, but let's get set up. So we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll open the doors. We've got green. I'm going to take the DRA off. Day headlights. Instrument lights, I assume, are coming on with the master key. Let's have a look down here. Oh no, they're down here. Look, there they are. Oh, it says they're on. Oh yeah, they are on. They're a bit dim, aren't they? I don't think we can alter that. We'll open the window though, and we'll go up here. AWS. DSD. Have we got something on the back wall as well? Vigilance. Thought we did. Right, yeah. Here's the 158. We can lock the doors. Let's have a quick look outside. Got the ScotRail 158 over on that side as well. Let's go, shall we? Welcome back, Stace. As weird as George Cole appearing in a Hammer film. Yeah, probably. But he doesn't like a bog court. Be careful with the AWS. The button to cancel doesn't always register with the magnets. Ah, okay. Let's see what happens with that. This unit's definitely quieter than the 37, as you would expect. Cameron Bridge is next. It's been a while since I've been down this branch line. We waited ages for it, and then I only ran it a few times. So we're going Cameron Bridge, Kirkcaldy, Kinghorn, Burnt Island, Aberdour, Dalgety Bay, Inverkeithing, North Queensferry, Dalmeny, Edinburgh Gateway, Haymarket, Edinburgh Waverley. So we've got a decent run. Right, I'll watch out for that then, Chris. Was he on the PS5 or was he on the PC? Just out of interest. That was a proper heavy thunderclap. That really was. I thought it was in the game at first because I got my headphones on. I could hear it through the game and the headphones. And we were driving a 37. I've got the window open slightly, but that's scary stuff, that. Kirkcaldy, yeah. No, you've not missed Birmingham yet. Birmingham's coming at the end. Yeah, it does like, yeah, the yellow submarine. I know what you mean. All cartoony and, yeah, green. Just for Stace. There's green on this one. He was on the PS5, but PC players were also communicating it. Right, we'll see what happens. We need to do a TSW ScotRail night because we've got lots of Scottish routes, and we should do a Scottish themed night, I think. You can all eat haggis or whatever else you want, or drink whiskey, something typically Scottish. Look at this woman from Virgin Trains walking up and down. They used to wear red coats, didn't they, like that? Yeah, you're gonna wear a kilt. Random train fans, how you doing? Anyone else get a glitch where the GSMI randomly goes off on various trains in game? Yeah, it does. It does. It does switch itself off. I don't know why that is. It does it in the Pendolino. If you're on a longer run. Kebepi, how are you? Did I get the announcements to work? On this one... which one's the buzzer? I'm pressing C, but it's not doing it. The announcements were, I think they were station announcements. I don't think the onboard announcements are working. But I was listening to when we set off from the original station at Leven, The platform announcement was missing out the station names, it sounded like. So it's not working properly. Boyd's in a skirt. Yeah, no kilts allowed. Right, Kirkcaldy is where we're going next. Platform 1, 7 miles. I'm glad they put this in there. I like branch lines. I've said this before. I like branch lines. I like main lines, but I like coming off the main lines. Exploring down branches is quite good. I like doing that in TS Classic. The lighting still seems a bit weird to me, the reflection. Maybe it's the time of year that I picked. I don't know. Right, we can speed up a little bit. Oh, it was an on-board one, was it, that? I thought that was a platform one. It sounded like the same woman that does the Scottish ones, like Fife Circle. You know, the please carry a bottle of water with you type woman. You'll hit yourself with a vodka bottle and swear for 3 hours if you're a Scot. I forgot about that. You mentioned that the other night and I completely forgot about that. There is big diesels we can run though on some of the Scottish routes, Pete. That's the only thing I'll say to you, just to try to calm you a little bit. Oh, it uses Skyhook's announcements, not the new DTG ones. Yeah, they're not great, are they? So it's used the original Scottish lady on Cathcart and other places. Are they going to implement, have they said if they're going to implement DTG's announcements? Because that'd be good. They probably won't. If it's not on the roadmap. True Scotsman will never tell you. He'll show you. I hope we haven't got any Scottish players in the chat tonight. If so, you may defend yourself against all these Sassenachs. Right, we've got 5.7. $170 announcements work, but not the 158. Okay. I haven't tried the 170 yet. It's quite bright in here as well. It looks like the cab light's on, but it's not. Donald, where's your trousers? Oh no, don't start that. You're going to put that in my head now. Oh, thanks for that, animal. The sad thing is, I remember the words to that as well. That's really sad. She's an employee of Rivet, is she? Oh, the lady that does the announcements, you mean? I didn't know that. I'm looking forward to the TFW 142, definitely. Definitely. I'm hoping that's coming really soon. But what I want to know from Pete is, Pete Edmonds, do you like paces, Pete? And will that transform your experience of Cardiff? The Cardiff route? Yeah, I think that's going to be a nice little DLC, that. As long as it works for all you Xbox players. The brakes are quite good, as I'm finding on the 158. I don't think I've driven the 158 in TSW for quite a while. Right, we've got 80 on this section. Yeah, the Boynes knows the words. What's the next line? Oh, the lassies say hello. Oh, God. Yeah, it is a madhouse. I'm sane till I come on these streams, I'll be honest. Need to stop teasing the Japanese route and get on with it. Yeah, the Japanese... How long have we known about the Tadami line? I was playing it again the other day in TSC, actually. Last week, I think, I was playing it. I did a really long scenario, which was like a couple of hours. Quite enjoyed it. Once we know the exact date for the TSW version, when they decide to reveal it to us, we'll go back to the TSC version and play that again, because we've done it once, I think, on the channel. You want to use step 1 on the 158 and 156. Yeah, they are quite good. We'll try that as we come into Kirkcaldy, shall we? We'll see how we can get on with step 1. Well, it depends what kind of an incline we're on, because that'll help us stop. Oh, right, yeah, right, you don't like paces either. Uh-oh. Oh, the Swedish Loch Ness, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember. Kebepe will tell us. And do you know, when I was at the Loch Ness Museum, I think I saw that. Do you know, no one can accuse us of not being, you know, geographically specific in the discussion, because we were down at Torquay and we were talking about faulty towers, and now we've come up on the Fife Circle. We're talking all about Scotland. And next we're going to the Manchester Airport route, so get your stories ready about that as well. And then we're going to Birmingham and Crewe. I think everyone's got a story about Birmingham. I think we might have heard them all already, but... The original Lord Rockingham version. I don't think I've heard that. He sounds like a character, Lord Rockingham. Right, we'll go step 1 to take us down to... See, step 1, look how much brake that puts in. It's got decent brakes, if nothing else. There's a few trees here close to the line as well. Oh, Birmingham, says Queen Bee. And just like that, she goes to number 1. How can you have half an hour, 45 minutes off, and then come back and be number 1 in that chat? You've either beaten Elliot tonight. Did he cheat again? No, I don't call that cheating. He may have got himself a couple of points at the beginning. Right, I've left it a bit late for step 1 though, unfortunately, because I was reading that chat. We'll see. I've got step 2. We'll see. Oh, it's quite fast, look. We'll go to step 1 again shortly, so that we don't make everyone spill the whiskey. There we go. We'll just ease up a little bit. In fact, we'll release it completely till we get to the platform. The Scotland of Sweden. That's excellent, that. That's a good story, that. There's quite a long platform, this.
Please tell a member of staff or the police.
Unlock the doors. No problems with the AWS just yet. We'll see how we get on. Unless it's a certain section that's not working. Is Graham Potter the Sweden manager now? There's Virgin Trains again getting on at the back. There go the doors. Right, Kinghorn is next. Let's give it the beans. You associate Scotland with midges. 90 minutes in goal, getting eaten alive. Yeah. See, now we need a Swedish route so we can talk about Sweden. We could get Kebepe to do a special piece for us. Battered midges. You'd need to catch a few for them to fill you, I think. He spoke Swedish in his first press conference. That's pretty impressive. I hope nobody asked him any questions afterwards. Yeah, that's true, boys. Yeah, the midges have accepted him. Yeah. Thanks once again, everybody, for coming in. Second stream of the week. Yeah, I was quite happy after Mondays. I enjoyed that run up to Leeds in TS Classic. It was a good one. I'm agreeing with Bones, he's never right. Not too bad on time for now. Yeah, you see different water textures there as well. We'll have a look once we get into the station. A little bit different to Riviera. Right, I might have to go a full service for this one. Oh, this is where people jump off the platform. I wonder if they fixed it. Just watch in front now. They either fall through the bridge or they jump off the platform. I can't remember which. I don't know if it's all services, but I've observed it quite a bit in this platform. On the PS5. Right, left doors are unlocked. Let's just watch. Just while we're waiting. They may have fixed it. But it's quite unnerving, actually. Yeah, water textures. They look like they're quite realistic, those, aren't they? Everybody's behaving themselves, I think. Let's just watch what this guy does. I don't know why they would wait all the way down there on the platform anyway. The train's not going to stop there. Right, we'll lock the doors. I'm glad they fixed that. Scottish Rail fan, how you doing? We were just wondering if anyone Scottish was in. You're welcome. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I should really do that, but I was trying to find the key for it. The new East Coastway add-on, actually, Random Trail Fan, will be quite good. As I said before, it'll get me back playing the East Coastway. I've not been on there for ages. Burnt Island's next. Specky's got a song in his head now as well. It's got to be better than Donald, where's your trousers? That's going to stick with me all night now, that. B. Is it B? Ah! Thank you for that. I was pressing C. That's TS Classic, isn't it? C's TS Classic. You can't wait for Crewe to Preston Square. Yeah, you and me both. You and me both. Yeah, hopefully not too much longer to wait for that as well. Burnt Island is pronounced Nappy Beach. Oh, Henrik Larsson, I remember him. That's the guy, he really badly broke his leg, didn't he? Oh, I remember that. Stop being biased, we won't tolerate it. Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about Preston Crewe. I just can't wait to actually, you know, I can't wait to play it. There's not going to be many more of these routes that come out that I anticipate, I highly anticipate as much. All those routes that I've wanted will be out then. So this could very well be the last one, unless in future they bring out the East Lancs route. So you probably won't hear me being too biased after this. We'll be back to the third rail stuff probably after this, and oh wow, this is like really coming in hot, this one. Thank goodness for good 158 brakes there. We can even afford to release the brake a little bit there. We've got one of those seals there. Have I collected that one? Let's go and have a look. Oh yeah, shut up. Beeping at me. Yeah, I've already collected it. Right, well, don't go in my door. Get out of the way. Right. That door was closed before. Oh, there's Virgin Trains getting on again. I'm closing that one. She got in. She managed to get in. Right. Release the brake. You've all lost it, haven't you? You've all lost it. Double Rail, good evening, how are you? Do I stream on Twitch? No. No, I don't stream on Twitch. Just on YouTube. Oh look, the GSMR has gone off again. Whoever mentioned that before? Was it Random Train Fan? Now, is that because I've got out the seat? Thanks, Kabepi, for that. Now we know where the buzzer is. Abadawa's next. Uhura from Star Trek. Yeah. Right, we've got 2.5 miles. Yeah, I don't stream on Twitch, but I do watch people on Twitch quite a bit. I prefer YouTube, I think, generally, but I do watch people. If I watch the DTG streams, it's always on YouTube. I do it through YouTube, but some people are just on Twitch, aren't they? So. The GSMR just quits. Yeah. Does it even though, like, if I put it back on, what will it tell me? Does it do it? Oh, confirm deregister. It's like it thinks it's on. It just dies. The screen just dies. Yeah, see, I cancelled that and it's not come back on. It's a shame that, isn't it? Alrighty. Yeah, so after this, we are going on the Manchester Airport route. We'll see if we can... well, we'll test the service that I want to do, but David was saying that the ones going towards Piccadilly are all broken. So we'll try it, and if it doesn't work, we'll do one coming back. Just so that we can run one. The thing is, though, if they're all broken, how did that get through the testing? You know, somebody must have tested at least one or two. But is the testing not automated? Does it not simulate? I don't know how the testing's done. I presume it's not all people with eyes on it and playing it. There's some program that will simulate pressing the buttons and, you know, as if you're driving it, but you're not. So it would surprise me if they're all not working. It does surprise me that. There's a big gap there somewhere. Kevin, thank you for that sub. Hope you're well. Welcome in. It's a madhouse, but don't worry about that. This is Aberdour. Right, I've not collected that one, so I'll go and get it. It'll beep at me again, but it's only for a second. Wait, is it? Oh, there you go. Thought it wasn't working then. There we go. Some nice flowers. I did also see this. Forth Bridge. And I'm sure there's a map down here somewhere, I think. Where did I see that? Maybe I didn't. No, I don't know. I could have sworn I saw a map. Let's stop this infernal beeping, shall we? Got a few seconds. Let's shut the doors. Are they being locked? They just take a while, don't they? Dalgety Bay is next, 2.7. For some reason yesterday your 158 engine stopped working right before the fourth bridge, sounded like a lawnmower, and you didn't know how to fix it. I wonder what you did. Maybe you didn't do anything. Maybe it's just broken. You blame Bourne's an animal for it being a madhouse, yeah. Now he's singing madness songs, look. Yeah, Kabepi, by the way, I quite like your flight sim stuff. I quite like people doing flight sim. I can watch that. It's quite relaxing. I did watch a couple of your flight sim ones. On YouTube. Right, 1.9 to go. Don't leave the cab with the DSD going. It sets an alarm off on the radio and worries the signalman. But this radio on the GSMR, the GSMR has to work to do that. I presume that's what you mean by radio. Probably that not working would also worry the signalman as well, I guess. I mean, a real life driver's not going to get out and run around looking for collectibles either. So I think we're pretty safe. I do, Kabepi, because I was looking at it because the one thing I find about Flight Simulator is you've got the whole world at your hands. And I haven't got the first clue where to start from. I want to go somewhere different than setting off at Blackpool, and I can never make my mind up where to set off from. So I watch other people's videos for them going from interesting places, and I think, right, I'm gonna next time I play it, I'm gonna go from there and have a look round. I haven't done yet, by the way, for yours, but that's what I do it for. Right, we're just coming in a little bit hot again. Very hot, in fact, because look at that, 1.1%. Okay, we got a slight overrun. Here it comes. Oh, no, not objective failure. Oh, right. Okay, objective failure. No one's getting on a dog gate bit. So, what was learnt there was the 158 does have good brakes. However, you need to be wary of what the gradient is doing. Slide. Oh god. Yeah, and now we got a red coming up. We'll be pretty early though into Inverkeithing. Look at all them oxen humps coming up. You're only just saying that this is how we know that Great Western's not here anymore. He only comes in for the first half hour. Oh, oh no, this is even worse. This is even worse. No, don't. It was all going so well, and I was looking at all the auction homes. Took my eye off it. Oh god, that was Merc's bad. Oh, you had to stick a Mac in there. Yeah, Mac's bad. Oh, God. It's a twofer. Yeah, straight after. Oh, God. No, yeah, how long is it since you've seen me do that? It's a long time since you've seen me do that. Oh, I'm never going to get shoddy there. I'm never going to say that the brakes are great on the 158 again. Not downhill, they're not. All right, well, that was our run into Edinburgh, which didn't quite get there. We're going to move on to the next one. Oh, God. I'm not spanning this next one. Oh, God, that was funny. I've even got tears in my eyes because it was that funny. I saw the red coming to slam it into emergency. Tea and biscuits. I need something stronger than tea and biscuits, I'll be honest. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, the only person that was really pleased about that was Pete Edmonds because we got out of the 158. A YouTube short. Oh, dear me. Right, here we are. Weekday table 220. And we'll go for summer, I reckon, with this. And I'm going to try the 0913 first just to see what it does. It's woken you lot up anyway. There's Keith. Good evening, Keith. How you doing? He's there. He's falling off his chair. He's Keith, look. Yeah, we finished that run. That's the end of that run. Oh, God. That's funny. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you're right. Unlock the doors. There is no Voyager. We're in the car park. What's going on? Okay, unlock the doors. And we're at style. Right, there is no Voyager, so you're exactly right. There's nothing. Oh, that is weird, yeah. David Drives was quite right. Keith, that was very funny. Hey, listen, you know, I aim to entertain as well as everything else. What happens if I unlock the doors? Nothing. It tells me to unlock the doors, but I can't. Okay, that's weird. Even Virgin Trains can't get moving on this. Look, there she goes. Right, so we can't play that one. So we're going to go back. The other thing was I couldn't get to the timetable there. Did you notice? It usually says return to timetable, and it wouldn't let me. Why can't you span at a station with a short name? Yeah, true. Oxenholme is a long name as well, isn't it? Right, Airport Commuter. We'll try the other way. We'll see if we can drive the Voyager somehow, some way. Piccadilly to Temple Meads. We want one that's like. I think it doesn't really matter, does it? We could do Manchester Piccadilly to Bournemouth. We'll do that one. We'll do it again. Oh, that's cracked me up, that. I've got tears in my eyes, but is that funny? Honestly. Even I'd a laugh. You know me, I don't care. It happens to us all. I just don't see yours, that's all. Is it cloaked? Yeah, it's the Star Trek train again. Now then, Paul, what's the verdict? Is it better? We don't know because we didn't get to Edinburgh, so we couldn't test it. There's a similar issue with 31 rail tour on Preston Carlisle, no train at Preston. Oh, that's a shame. So that suggests it's some... Does that suggest some core issue then? In that case, if it's happening to the Just Train stuff. We've got a Voyager this time, so that's quite nice. We'll open the doors, shall we? And we'll do everything else we need to do. So, first of all, it's definitely daytime. I'm going to go straight to forwards, because we'll be for the off anytime. And we can do all the usual up here. Which is vigilance. DSD. That. Got a Pendo right next to us. We got our old friend, the Virgin Pendo. He's back again, look. Oh. If you ever want to look for the Virgin Pendo, it's always at Piccadilly. That's nice. We got City of London over there. Let's have a quick look what we got on the front. Is that the one with... That's the one with no name, isn't it? There. I'm trying to look. I should go to the 8 key, shouldn't I, really? And, let's go and have a quick look. Oh no, it has got a name. It's Iron Duke, no less. Iron Duke. Driven that a few times. That's weird. That spawns me in the train. That's my outside cam. Yeah, the outside camera spawns me in the train. Very weird. Right, Stockport, off we go. Let's hope we can get to Stockport without any issues, eh?
The next station is Stockport. This is a cross-country service to Bournemouth.
That's working. You saw the Virgin Pendo at Crewe? Yeah. If you've downloaded it, it will appear. It's at Piccadilly quite a lot. Oh, now it's it must have been because there's so much traffic at Piccadilly. It was spawning me inside the actual Voyager itself, but now we're all right. Not that. I want to do that. It's only a short run down to Stockport, as you can see. No, just Stockport. Hopefully you'll stop at Stockport. Yeah, no, that'll be the plan. Because we're on the Pendo after this. Especially for Stace, we're starting off at Birmingham. So we'll see how we get on with that. I wonder why the services come in the other way then are not working. That's quite a big one, isn't it? Looking forward to doing fast services on the ECW with the 171. A short run just to just past Stockport. Yeah, it could be. Could be. We'll see how we get on. Extra luggage space behind there, apparently. It's bouncy, this Voyager, isn't it? Look at it. Top speed's 125, I believe, of this one. Yeah. Jodrell Bank have been warned, yeah. They're tracking me now. Incoming. $75. Do you remember the same bug at the Dresden route when TSW free? Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, that's a good point. No Voyager on the Manchester Line happened to you as well. Thought it was your PS5. Well, David Drives mentioned it first. This was the first time I was running it, so I fully intended to do that service. So that's interesting. That so it seems like it's happening to everybody, Pete. Yeah. So that's a shame. Good few updates came out on PS5 yesterday. Watching the stream now, some are still broken. Yeah, so everybody got the updates yesterday across all platforms. So there was a core patch for TSW6 and various routes, bits and pieces, and there was if you've got the Birmingham Crewe route, there was a patch for that as well. But yeah, there's still a few things not quite right. And these services, this timetable was introduced in the patch if you own the... there's a bit of traffic here, look. If you own this route, these Voyager services were introduced, but yeah, it's not behaving itself. Going the other way. Right, we've got Stockport coming up, so we will start to slow it up so we don't end up going further than that. We do have a 35 coming into the platform. Player 174, how are you doing? Spawning at the wrong station with no train. It happens a lot on the Bremen route as well. You could try and fast travel to the correct station, take over the train from there. Yeah, they need to fix that though, I reckon. There will be definitely more fixes, Kebepi. I think this will be the ones that they already had ready to go that they could just push out quickly. I think they should hopefully release them quite regularly. Yeah, I'm not gonna read the chat as much now coming into a station.
We are now approaching Stockport.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
The announcements are working. Got another Pendo in there at Stockport. Quick distract him. You need to fix the brakes on the 158. They don't work very good downhill. Unless you brake like miles outside the station, that is. Which I unfortunately didn't do. No, I knew you meant Spads. I knew you meant Spads. Right, no dramas on this run. It's on his short run. We survived this one. And we can get the doors unlocked. See if anybody wants to go to Bournemouth. There's plenty of people getting off. Right, so that's a short one. I think all the services, I think 10 or 11 minutes is the longest that those Voyager services are on that Manchester Airport Commuter. So, yeah, we get to use it, but not much. Not much. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the announcements were you want the routes to work. Yeah. Oh, he's back. He's back, and it serves him right. Look who's back. He's missed it. He's missed it. Right. So we are going back to the main menu because we're going to go to the Birmingham Crewe. Is what we're going to do. Let's hope this one works. You learned the brakes the hard way on the MML 158. You had a similar experience, did you? Did you stop, though? Did you stop? Right. Let's have a look. Birmingham to Crewe. Timetable. We want the Pendolino. And I think it's this one. 11:13. Drive this Avanti West Coast 390 service from Birmingham New Street to Crewe. We're going to do this one. And let's take that off. We'll go back summer again, because why not? Right, fingers crossed this one works. Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham sounds good, yeah. So, rather than say a spad now, you're going to have to say it was an auction home followed by, directly by a Dolgetty Bay. That's what you want to call it. Right, we're in the platform at least, unlike the Voyager last night did. So, we'll unlock the doors and we'll get set up. I need to put the key in first, which I will do. We'll whack it straight in forwards. Cancel that. Day running. Put that on bright. Cancel that. Right, GSMR is on. We'll see if it stays on, shall we? We'll go up to the back wall. And we'll do that one. And then we'll go DSD. And right at the end, Vigilance. AWS. Right, wait until 11:15. Okay, cool. So we are going Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, due in at Crewe at 12:05. That's the plan. Let's have a quick look outside. Yeah, she likes Birmingham. You asked your taxi driver what's the best thing about Birmingham. He said leaving. That's a bit harsh, isn't it? The spad was at either. Oh yeah, it was on the way there. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. You're right. Right, let's get the doors closed. See, it's doing the doors thing. See that? It's not telling me immediately to lock the doors. If you try to lock the doors early, like 10 seconds early, it doesn't like that either. That was existing to begin with, and it hasn't been patched, that one. Right, Sandwell and Dudley's next. 5.1 miles. Nobody's got anything nice to say about Birmingham at all, have they? I've noticed this. I honestly can't comment. I've not spent long enough there to know. Cheeky, cheeky, look at this. He's off up the Birmingham Cross City line there. Good curry in Birmingham. Yeah, I could go for that. Yeah. Yeah, the door problem's driving you mad. I thought they might fix that one, actually, in this first patch. But seems not. I can see one thing that has been fixed. I can see that we're due in at 11:23, which suggests the timetable is working again. Or working, not again. Because we didn't have arrival times, did we, previous to this? Dave's Hot Chicken. What's that? Like a takeout place? Oh, there you go, Andy. She likes Korean stuff. I think, don't you, Stace? I think you mentioned Korean stuff. See, we're getting all topical again now we've changed route. We're talking about Birmingham again. They won't be changing the door thing, but the problem with that is that works completely independent of every other route. Then that's like its own thing. The way we expect the doors to work in the sim is completely different. The only other one where the doors work a little bit different, I think, is the 158, isn't it? Where the gorge door, the local door, shuts a little bit after the main doors. I think every other door in the game just closes the minute that you press the button, and you can do it a few seconds before departure if you want to. To me, that because of that seems like a bug to me. If that's the way it's designed, it just seems like a bug to me. Just because of the way we play the game, you know. Pete Martin, how are you doing? Birmingham's good. They built the M6 toll. We talked about the M6 toll actually in the last. I think it was in the last stream or the stream before. Yeah. No, I was saying that, Ratty, at the beginning. Well, you were here at the beginning, weren't you? We were saying that I didn't really see any patch notes for the patch for this particular route. There's quite detailed ones for the core patch, but I didn't really see anything for this, so I don't really know what's been done. It said you shouldn't lock the doors early. We'll have to. I tend to always do it a few seconds before. I don't know, that fundamentally kind of changes muscle memory, doesn't it? Neil, good evening. Yeah, this is PC. This is on PC. Do you know, I don't think I've ever had Korean food. What's Korean food famous for? Is it like, I don't know. What kind of stuff do you get at Korean? Is it similar to Chinese and Japanese? Oh yeah, that's the thing as well. Announcing trains to Birmingham New Street when you're already at Birmingham New Street, yeah. Yeah, Korean. I don't believe we've got a Korean restaurant anywhere near us. We've got Japanese, we've got Chinese, but nothing else from that kind of region, I don't think. Welcome to Sandwell and Dudley.
Platform 2 for the 11:25 Avanti West Coast service
Avanti.
to Glasgow Central, calling at Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Banky, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Penrith North Lakes, Carlisle, and Glasgow Central.
She's quite posh, isn't she? Avanti. Kim Chi. Yeah, Kim Chi was a wrestling manager. Yeah, he was, yeah. For, what's his face? Kamala. Right, we got just less than a minute. Lots of highly flavoured barbecue. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to have to find somewhere. You are welcome to Samuel and Dudley.
The train at platform 2 is the 11:25 Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central, calling at Crewe, Warrington Banky, Wigan North Western,
Banky, Warrington
Lancaster,
Banky.
Penrith North Lakes, Carlisle, and Glasgow Central. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave.
It's tough, love. We're off.
For the
We're off.
11:25 Avanti Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central, which is ready to leave.
It's going. Yeah, Warrington Banky. The Korean barbecue is really nice, and so is kimchi. Bibimbap. I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look it up. Bibimbap's probably your favourite Korean meal, though. I'm going to have to try this. I'm going to have to try it. Making me hungry again. You do it to me every single time. If it's not Ratty with his kebabs, it's someone else. Yeah, they do announce that too late. Yes, that's common, isn't it? I mean, anyone who was rushing for that service knows when it's going to leave, but they've no chance of getting on it. Please get on board, it's about to leave, and the doors are already closed. If I try it and I hate it, don't tell you because you'll never forgive me. I wouldn't hate. I don't think I'd hate it. It'd have to have cheese in it for me to hate it. If it's got no cheese anywhere near it, then I'll be alright with it. There's pretty much only cheese that I won't eat. Right, we're off to Wolverhampton. You learn how to pronounce bus in English, only to find the most accents pronounce it as we Swedes do. How else do you say bus? Are you talking about buzz? The buzz? You catch the buzz? It's definitely bus. Kebabs as long as it's chunks and not magical mystery donomy. Yeah, I like, I must admit, I like a chicken kebab. You know, they like put the chicken on the griddle and then chili sauce. Yeah. What time is it? 8:35. I'm starving. You get me every time with it. We've either got Pete Edmonds there talking about boozing, and I come off the stream and I try and find myself a lager or something, or you're talking about kebabs, Korean food, God knows what else. Do I like spicy food? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The spicier the better. In Coventry, bus is pronounced buzz. There you go, Stace. Is it buzz? Stilton, apple and mayo. No. No. So, if I ever went for a meal with my dad, bless him, we'd have this big meal, and then straight after he'd be giving it... What's he doing now? He's just had his pudding. Cheese board. Big board turns up with all these cheeses on and he's sat there. And I'm thinking, first of all, where are you putting all this food? Second thing is, to me, because I'm not a cheese connoisseur, cheese to me is more like something you would have at the beginning, like a starter or something. But no, there he was, without fail, cheese board. Every time. Probably many of you are the same. but no, I couldn't eat out with cheese in it. KFC says animal. It isn't. It's defo bus, right? And you're a Coventry person. Go and have a Japanese curry. If you get a good one, it's way hotter than an Indian curry. Yeah, I would definitely. So yeah, I've had Japanese food a bit, but I've never had a curry from a Japanese. I would definitely try that. Yeah, I do like spicy curries. Oops. Bit of a pause there. A Coventry person, yeah, I was being like neutral with the person thing. I didn't want to say girl, you know, in case you prefer to call yourself a lady, you know. Person covers it. Whichever one. Right, we got the 30 coming up before Wolverhampton. And it's telling me, in no uncertain terms, it's saying, it's screaming at me, the 158 episode. The 158 episode. Remember. So we'll play it by the book for this one. Like a hot curry, like a chicken korma. I can't say that's the thing about curries. Creamy curries are just nah. They're too sickly. You know what I mean? They're too heavy. And Queen is fine. Don't do that. Say a lady, spat your tea out. Did he say duck in Coventry? They call people duck. Seems quite northern, that expression. How you doing, Fizzy Mint? Screaming to get the anchors on, yeah. Kipepi did a few Nebworths on this one. Oh, God. I've been alright on this route, generally. It's just the others I struggle with. This one's alright. So, Stacey, if you start calling me Duck, I know you've aged a bit. How are we doing? 2 hours 12 we've been streaming. It was meant to be slightly longer than this, but we all know what happened. Oh, that's hilarious, that is. Right, here we go. I thought it was going to crash on me then. It all went silent as I changed camera view. Hey up, me duck, he's from Derbyshire. Polmont on the Edinburgh Glasgow is your white whale overshot to it. Yeah, you always mention Polmont. Polmont's on quite a straight. It's in quite a straight line, isn't it? They're the ones that are the most difficult to stop at, I find. Where you've nothing to kind of remind you it's coming up. Apart from the hood, obviously, but who looks at the hood? Is this the end? No, we're going to Crewe. We're going to Crewe. Do you want sauce on that, my lover? Brown sauce. Yeah, thanks, Animal, for coming in. Right, lock the doors. I kind of did, but it ignored me. So we'll try again. There they go. $37 miles to Crewe, and that'll be us. You just got here after your night out? That wasn't a long night out, was it? Yeah, break early, no spad. Don't read chat, no spad. Preston accent is the best. I couldn't possibly comment. I'd get accused of bias. You lot would have to say whether it's the best accent or not. People go on nights out still. Oh dear. Oh, you're in a B&B. Preston accent is the worst. Hey, he went out. There, he said tea. He went out for his tea. I don't want to get into that debate again, but there's Scotch Eggo. He said he went out for his tea. Right, up to 55. Then shortly after 60. Marsh Barton, you overshoot Marsh Barton. Ah, there you go, Kebepe. You get the gold badge. He gets the gold badge. And Tony K, he's watching from Fulwood. He can hear me out the window. Can Tony? Remind me which bit of Fulwood, Tony. You don't have to say exactly where, just generally. You may have told me before, actually. I'm also in Fulwood, by the way. So I'm not that far from you. Get crawling. Up the north end, says Fizzy Mint. Indeed. Indeed. Oh, Brook Tavern Cattle Market. Brook Street. Oh, this ain't good. Oh, it paused then. The Brook Tavern, the big house. The big house, as it used to be called. I don't know if it's still called that. It was the big house. He's not far away from me. It's Tony. Talk about Ormskirk. Those when I mentioned on Monday that night out I had where I met up with those old railway trainees, a couple of them that were drivers that are doing that Ormskirk run. They said they'll give me a cab ride up to Ormskirk from Preston, so that'll be good. Having driven it in TSW all them times, so I need to get in touch with him about that. I said, is there no like rule about a cab ride or whatever? And he goes, he said, it's just what you can get away with. I'll take it. Sierra Oscar, how are you? The lighting on the Crewe to Birmingham is nicer and natural on the eyes compared to DTG. I would say that about just train stuff as well, yeah. Right, we could do the speed set for a little bit once we get up to 125. You beat me by about 45 years. You did it, did you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely take them up. They both the ones I was talking to. They both work for Northern, so potentially I could go on any of the Northern routes that they're doing, which I would love to do. You know, if I can wing it. I'm doing that because I can't remember the shortcut for the speed set. That's why I'm looking down. When you get drunk, your accent goes Scottish. That is odd. That is definitely odd. Jeff Marshall had an organised cab ride on a 455. I think you probably can book them in, depending on the purpose. I mean, mine would just be to sit quiet and just enjoy it, to be fair. You know, well, I haven't actually been on that Ormskirk route in real life for a long time. I keep meaning just to jump on the train. I mean, I can easily jump on and go and do it. Just so I can remember it, and having played it in TSW and run up and down there so much, I was going to do that anyway. I was just waiting for summer to come back round again. In fact, I suggested it this week to the wife, and she said, She said, there's nothing at Ormskirk, you know. She said, what are you going to do when you get off at the other end? And I went, well, I was planning to have like a little walk around Ormskirk and come back. She went, there's nothing at Ormskirk. And she used to live in Escott Bank, which is not that far. So she would know. She used to go to Ormskirk, but I don't know. I was going to try that, but a cab ride's different, isn't it? Control R for the speed set. Right, thanks. I'll remember that. I did know it and I forgot. Oh, it was in the 101 as well, was it, when you did it? That'd be pretty neat. Good view out of the 101. Yeah, there you go, Andy. Control R for the speed set. Your old man's from Glasgow. Oh, so you're used to the accent then. Yeah. Kebepi. The Ormskirk route makes you feel at home. That's interesting. Why is that? Is it similar to your railways? You mean like the open fields and things? There's a lot of farmland, etc. up there. A lot of fields and countryside. Until you get to Ormskirk, of course. Yeah, I don't know, Andy. I mean, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to go and do it. I mean, I don't care if I go to one end on the train, get off for 5 minutes and get the same one back. That wouldn't bother me. Ah, the speed's got me as well. Alright, yeah, we're slowing down. That works. Now, we had this the other night, didn't we? Oh, God, I can't get the button now. There we go. I couldn't get... Do you remember the other night when I did this? I couldn't get the light to go out. It's gone out now. I wonder if that was a bug. That's interesting. Because we had the exact same thing. Ormskirk is a fantastic little town. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. You love the Morecambe route, Fizzy Mint, because you drive past your grandma's house you stayed at and watch the trains. So she didn't used to live on one of those ones that backed onto the route, did she? Around Berlin, etc. Nah, you're good, Scotch Eggo. We're just testing it as part of the patch, that's all. It works. It didn't work the other night. Well, it did, but the light didn't go out. Now the light's gone out. Which is quite interesting. Right, we'll just trickle through Stafford. No rush. A bit later, before the final bridge, yeah. Yeah, that was that bridge. I walked over that bridge earlier this year. The bridge that takes you down, if you're walking on foot, takes you down into Morecambe, doesn't it? That final bridge. Yeah, I walked it across there. I was looking where the TSW station is compared to where the station is now. I think I put a little photograph of that actually in the video that I did, trying to compare where the old and new stations are. Alright, I totally wasn't prepared for that. driving significantly over the speed limit. That's better. Right, we'll get up to speed. We'll try the control R this time without looking down at the speed set. Billy Hill, is that what it's called? Oh, wouldn't you know it, we've got a TSR. Just as we get to the 125 section. Hold up, there's a treat for you. Nice. Blast for him to show health and safety use, but the only problem about look how tiny they are. I think it's a good idea, but they're quite small, and there's never anybody apart from in scenarios. There's never anybody working on the track or anything like that. I don't know. It's not very realistic. Right, now we'll try and get up to the 125 before we have to slow down again. It'd be better if BRB you hear all the modern stuff. No, they don't do anything. No. It'd just be nice for an immersion perspective if there was some, people working on the track or something at the side. And as we're going through, we can sort of do that and make sure they've seen us and all that kind of thing. But at the moment, it's literally just a speed restriction, just because there's no real excuse for it. You say nobody working there is pretty much realistic. You could be right. You could be right. Yeah, I never thought of that. A bit like on the roads where there's temporary traffic lights, and as you go past, nobody's working, but they're all in the van reading the paper. Yeah. Yeah, it feels a bit rushed. I think it's a good idea, and if all it is an early implementation of it, then that's fine. If they're going to further develop it, that's fine. But if it stays like that, it's a bit naff. It needs to have a bit more done with it. needs to make a bit more sense, I think. I'm sure it is just a trial of it. I haven't got the faults switched on, by the way. Still, I don't know how they've been patched and whether they're working. But I saw something about the frequency is better now. They're not as frequent, but I've still got them switched off. I need to spend a bit of time playing with the faults on to get used to it, I think. See if I like it or not. I thought it was a great idea, and then I don't know, I wasn't enthralled with it. Mostly harmless, thanks for the sub. Hope you're well. Right, we're in notch 4. Trying to get up to the 125, then we can try this control R, see what happens. That's 124. I heard it click. Speed set on. There you go. Thanks for that, GWR. An occasional shopping trolley, pram, or burnt out Vauxhall Corsa would lend some realism. Yeah. Actually, obviously this is the first time I've run this route since it got patched, so it could just be that it wasn't freezing. Not as much as that it wasn't freezing. There's the usual little skips here and there who's loading in, but yeah, I've not been into this route at all apart from now since the patch, so it just could be that. It's when it pauses and like at Wolverhampton and the sound goes off as well, you fear the worst. $13 to go. Oh, you see there when I changed the view, it paused. PS5 crashes very often because of the amount of stuff shoved in the game. Yeah. I've been alright for crashes on PS5, I'll be honest with you. Just really, for me, the outstanding thing on this route is the textures on the PS5. Andy, you played for about 90 minutes, you had 2 faults, 1 stuck door and a stalled engine. So it seems they're not as frequent as they were previously yet. And what have you got it set to? In the settings, have you got it on normal? I think the settings are normal, frequent, can't remember. I say I turned it off pretty quick. TSW7 needs incredible amounts of optimization. Yeah, I would agree with that. Just looking at the overhead lines, it looked a bit fuzzy to me, but might just be my bad eyes. Right, we got 8.5 to Crewe. You've got it on normal. Yeah, I think I had it on normal. Railway man, how you doing? Bit of a shame. What seems to be a really good route has been blighted by core program issues. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I mean, it is a very good route. It is a very good route, and you know, on the PC, you're speaking for the PC. On the whole, it's running pretty well. There's some issues that everybody's got, like Ratty was saying, those late announcements. The door control, which David was telling us is meant to be. I don't know if I like that or not though. But yeah, the textures thing on PS5 is terrible, and Xbox is just not good at all. I mean, with Xbox, where do you start? If they can fix it suddenly, yeah, it'd be a brilliant route for everybody, which is where it needs to be. Let's hope the next route that Just Trains are bringing out isn't going to be plagued with similar things. Yeah, there is that, Pete. You're right about the defaults. If it's like the announcements. If they stop you enjoying it the way you used to, you know, I think they probably realise that will be the case for a lot of people. Hence, they put the toggle in so you can turn them off. The announcements, as I've said all along, I really like the announcements. The faults, not so much. The events like the TSRs, I quite like the idea of the TSRs, as I just said, but they need to be. There needs to be a reason why, and then I can include that in the immersion and say, well, I know why there's a TSR there. That's obvious because they're replacing the track, or they're chopping trees down at the side, or they're doing something else, you know. But it isn't like that at the minute. So, you know, reducing speed for a TSR when you're meant to be doing 125 and then going down to 40 for a very small section of tracks, a pain in the backside. As a, you know, speaking as a player, for me. Coming into Crewe. You're holding off buying it as it stands for the PS5. Yeah, it's playable, and I've still been quite enjoying it on the PS5. But it's just those textures, I don't like. That's the first thing. You know me, I like to keep popping out like this a lot and looking, and when you do that, and it's really blurry and it's not good. Is this our old friend? Here he is. He's coming out of Crewe now. Oh, he's missing a bit. Look at that. Wow. You see that? He was missing a chunk. Now that could be a Creators Club issue, that. With that livery. It wasn't loading in the middle section. We've seen that before as well. When did we see that? I distinctly recall that. Then it got fixed again. But that was a Creators Club livery, so, you know, I've not seen that on anything else. Running out of memory? See, I've got 64 gig on here. So, I would expect it to be alright. If it isn't, then that is a bit of a problem. You hate people talking too much. Present company accepted. Oh dear, now I'm speeding in again. Bluetooth 390. Oh, video memory. Yeah, yeah. What have I got? 40, 80 I've got. Yeah, Shoddy, yeah. Some players have completely no interest in moving away from this position now, but I do like to have a look outside at the actual world and look at the train from the outside, you know. But, you know, everyone can play it how they want to play it, can't they, really? But I've had some comments saying, why do you keep going out of the cab? That's not meant to, you know, you're not meant to drive the train like that. And I get that point of view, but I quite enjoy doing it, so. Right, let's unlock the doors, because we're at Crewe, which is our final stop. You run a 48 at 2K sometimes, yeah. So I don't know what, I don't know what the issue is there. Then I'm almost convinced it's got to be something to do with Creators Club loading in the Creators Club livery on the Pendolino. I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Lock the doors. Quick toot. There we go. That is us. How long have we been streaming? 2 hours 45. So we were probably about half an hour less than we were due to because of the Edinburgh service. But, you know, we live and learn again. So hope you've enjoyed it. I know you have, just because of that incident. If you joined late, I'm sorry you missed it. Thanks for coming in. Second stream of the week. Appreciated, as always. Elliot, thank you for the super chat at the beginning. Thanks for all the support once again. Take it easy. Enjoy your evening. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks. All the best.